Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have a little bit of a combination for Target news with brand new stock arrivals, what that kind of means when the next actual Target drop may actually be happening, and as well, I did want to go do a little bit more in-depth talk how these brand new Target structures are kind of somewhat going. These are not fully 100% confirmed as of yet, but if we keep on seeing this trend up for maybe around another 2 weeks or so, I may also make a separate video in the near future, kind of explain like how it kind of works, what's kind of going on with it, and why it's a little bit different than how it used to be. But I kind of want to explain as of now, because as I've been making these early morning videos and kind of talking about all this type of stuff, I've had a lot of people in the community and comments being like, hey, why is Target dropping? What's going on with these zip codes? How is this happening? I thought Target always did like their normal proper event drops and all of that. And we also do have a few new brand new subscribers too that kind of come into the flow as we're talking about the restocks and making these restock tracking videos. So I kind of want to go and dedicate this, like I said, I'll do the new stock information first in case you guys are mostly aware of how Target kind of has changed and is changing. And afterwards, we'll go and talk about that afterwards. I'll give you guys the marker just so you guys don't waste your time in case you guys know. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway going on the channel itself. Make sure you guys like the video or comment down below your questions or thoughts. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc digital console controller, Twitter and Twitch room as well, a link down below. Sign up for Weeble with the link down below and deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much watching. So let's go dive on in. So, number one is the new stock arrivals. I did want to go make a small video on this. This has not been a global widespread release as of so far. So we may actually have a few more various videos maybe throughout these next few days, the weekend, or even upcoming throughout next week, depending on if and when the next proper Target restock happens, like proper event drop. And we actually have two stores I got information from, just basically from like people we've talked to before, who have had legitimate information and talked about us for a lot of this different stuff. One store actually had a 3 PlayStation 5 disc editions arrivals, and they also had 0 PS5 digitals and 0 Xbox Series X's arriving at that same time. This is brand new stock arrivals that just released up in their store, and they are physically in the store themselves as well. Was that another contact also go reach out and state that they had a store of a 222. So they had 2 PlayStation 5 digitals, 2 PlayStation 5 disc editions, and 2 Xbox Series X consoles as well. So what does it kind of mean? How do we interpret this or whatever? So based on previous drops, we did go and see that Target did usually go and do event drops. So maybe this around maybe like 3 months ago or so, we saw that Target would basically plan up for a specific day. They would never kind of be public with it, so we had to do a little bit of guesswork with it. But since we had a lot of contacts, a lot of other restock people, and basically a really big community effort, we had a chance to go and see when Target was going to be doing a drop, when Target could actually restock, and at least have like a maybe small bit, like 2 to 3 day cycle based on previous trends, previous stock, and all of that. So now, why is this even changing, and why in these early morning videos or my restock videos or whatever do I talk about zip codes and regional drops and all of that? So around like 2 months ago, 3 months or so, whenever Xbox Series X's and S's arrived over at the Target locations and stores, they would go and just instantly release them. Now, maybe not instantly, but they'd more so just, they have the stock, they put it up on the website. If you are fast enough or you notice it, that means you had a chance to go get your consoles. Then, as well, maybe around like a month ago or so, we started seeing the same thing happen. We believe it's still not been one. We've had to see a little bit more, like maybe like 1 or 2 more Target restocks to fully know. But at this point, we are now also seeing PlayStation 5 digital editions that were just randomly being going in stock. We're talking like a Monday day, a Wednesday day, like completely out of the blue with no correlation with the Xboxes and no correlation with those PS5 event drops that if you guys have been here for a while, trying to get your consoles for a while, kind of knew about that. So we were kind of thinking, okay, maybe we still have these PlayStation 5 disc edition event drops, because as you guys know, Sony usually does make a lot more PlayStation disc editions. They make more money off it. They also have just more supply of it. It's usually like a 1-to-3 ratio for the PlayStation disc editions to the PS5 digitals. But as of not even like maybe 2 weeks ago, we finally saw our very first ever Target PlayStation 5 disc random restock. So once again, we still have to wait for the next upcoming Target restock, if they even do one, because Target's always been a very, very quiet location when it comes to information, such as for GameStop. We knew it was coming. They kind of teased it. We kind of knew. Same with GameFly and online. And usually Walmart will sometimes give us pre-early announcements And Best Buy is also a little bit of a wild card, but we at least know roughly what to expect. But when it comes to Target now, we've almost never really had that much information ever off of Target besides leaks and employees and all of that. So with that happening now, we had a proper PlayStation 5 disc edition with multiple different people confirming, even though it seemed maybe more regional because some stores and locations only seem to maybe have like 1 to 5 stock. But we did also see some places in certain zip codes have upwards of like 7 to 8. And I think even one place had upwards at least 2 of 11 when it comes to PlayStation 5 consoles. So how does that kind of work? So it's the same thing as with the Xboxes, where with the Xbox consoles, they will go and if it shows on up and they're in the stores and they're able to release them, whether it's from like the API ping, their individual store location. It's kind of like if you can see like there's a popular TV, Pokemon cards or whatever. Sometimes the websites will update the website and add stock on a store by store basis or even a region by region basis. So we kind of know this now because we've seen now 2 different PlayStation 5 disc edition drops that have happened so far. Now, once again, this is not fully confirmed because it kind of seems like how it is changing based on the previous drops. So with them now doing PlayStation 5s in early mornings, usually around the 7 a.m., and we've seen it as far as late as like 3 p.m. or so. Sometimes these target locations, whether they're canceled stock or brand new arrivals, we're still trying to figure it out, but we are seeing it. And then we're seeing like a large batch of people sometimes getting their consoles if their zip code or area or region, think like East Coast or North, like Mountain Time Zone or Pacific, California, etc. Sometimes they're lucky enough and they'll go in to see the consoles actually go and arrive and get released. So what does this mean for you guys, and what does this mean for maybe potential future Target drops? So this is all in speculation, of course, until we actually maybe have another 2 drops underneath our belt, but I'd rather you guys know now and kind of be aware of this information, so at least if you guys see this or you guys have a chance to get it, it kind of works out for you guys, for the future. So we're still actually not sure how the next Target proper restock is going to work. As I mentioned at the start of this video, we did go and see some stock arrivals, especially with the Xboxes 2, PlayStation 5 Digitals, and disc editions in various stores. So that could either mean, number one, it is prepping on up for the next proper Target event drop. So that's just like when all the nationwide Targets drop within the same 20-minute period, and just a lot of people get their consoles. Kind of think how like Best Buy does it, where every Best Buy store has stock and they kind of do like a little release. It's like almost like a little bit of a celebration, kind of sort of ish, but not really just selling consoles. But I think you guys know what I mean. So with stock arrivals, that could maybe mean that they're prepping up for a drop in the near future, whether it's the next 3 days, maybe on the unlikely side, mainly because we haven't seen that big of numbers and that big stock arrivals, unless it maybe happens throughout these next few days, but maybe more so prepping for maybe next week, where we're slowly seeing stock trickle on in and being divvied on out to other different locations. But as well, and I kind of spent the first 4 minutes of this video, like the last 4 minutes of it talking about this, that also could mean that Target is now moving to just whenever they receive the stock, they will be releasing the stock. So I just want you guys to be aware that we sometimes do see this. We sometimes see APIs go get pinged, and sometimes it is worth casually checking maybe for your local stores in these hours. Now, it stinks because whenever these drops kind of change, kind of thing for GameStop, it does take us a little while to fully know. Like GameStop, for example, was a 2 p.m. drop for a while, and then now they're switching to more of a Tuesday at around 10 a.m. drop time. We're not sure exactly how these changes happen or why they change, but as I mentioned, we are now seeing how Target is now just releasing stock. So PlayStation 5 Digitals as well, whenever you see them kind of do early morning drops, we had that for around 2 weeks ago. There's just a lot of different locations and stores dropping a few various stock of consoles. So it's kind of more kind of me guys the more in-depth explanation, because as I've mentioned before, a lot of folks are kind of curious sometimes in my early morning videos where we say that there's check your zip codes, check your local areas. It all just depends on your local store and stock. In some stores, may you start receiving stock. Some future events may also just be more on the regional side, but we're going to keep on trying our best to reach out to employees, managers, checking the websites, looking the APIs, and observing how the future drops will be, just so you guys can all know exactly how these Target drops will happen, and if they actually do ever fully change in the future. So I just want to make this video because I had so many people asking about it, because as I mentioned, my daily videos I'll talk about, etc., etc. So if you guys hopefully found this helpful, feel free to leave a like or subscribe or put on the notifications or the PlayStation 5 giveaway, or if you guys are just here for the stock numbers, at least we have maybe a mid-tier wave, or we're seeing small stock, or maybe we'll see some more zip codes in the morning, or being prepped up for the next major Target event drop. So as well, we also had a pretty eventful day when it comes to all the PlayStation stuff with the GameStop and PS Direct. So you guys all enjoyed today. It was an all-around pretty good day, and a lot of W's are had. So hopefully we'll get you guys even more in the near future. As well, make sure you guys follow the Twitter and Twitch stream, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stack, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. There's always linked down below. And of course, check out the Amazon links and all that other good stuff, all those goodies. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys up in the next video itself, probably tomorrow morning. Love you guys so much.